live.
Neato.
And bop bop. Live chat.
There we are.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna move my window so I can see the chat.
Lucky bat. Ooh woo.
Lucky ooh woo.
Ooage wooage.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be working with some pigments.
Damn. Hey, that was my notification.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Gotta give this stream a good old-fashioned dislike.
Cthulhu 73 octopus mushroom.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, speaking of octopus mushroom, I played a little bit more Dark Woods where I had to harvest some mushrooms. Although I'm still not quite sure what I'm supposed to do with them. Because they don't seem to go into my regular inventory. I know you need them for leveling up. I think. It's definitely not one of those games where it shows you what to do.
In Mario, you get bigger.
Ah, there you go.
Give a mushroom.
Or
it's a one-up. Exactly.
Oh, no, wait, that's not the right one. That's
the star one.
Oh, that's the star one? What's the big one?
Yeah. I think it just goes boop, boop, boop.
Ah.
That's it. Captain Fry 24, how dangerous are airbrush fumes?
I think they're particulate, so not like crazy deadly, but still not good.
Yep. Yeah, you probably shouldn't breathe it in.
Yeah.
As best you can. Investing in a respirator might be good.
Mm-hmm. Everett McBride. Hey guys, first stream. Neat. My first stream too.
Yeah, this is our first stream. We've never done a stream before. Don't even ignore that 11. It's actually 1.
Mm-hmm. George Cacciardo, what up, you beautiful junks of man meat?
Hunks. Except it says junks.
Mm-hmm. James Cameron Clark, thoughts on Chris Pratt playing Mario? I mean, it's hard to imagine anyone playing Mario because Mario looks like a cartoon character. So I don't know. I feel like that's fine. Like
you also have
no one in the world looks like Mario.
You also have zero attachment to Mario in the franchise.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
So I think that probably plays a big thing into it.
Who would you have cast as Mario?
I feel like the guy that should play Mario is the guy that voices Mario in all the games, and I would argue that he kind of looks like Mario. just a weird looking guy. But you can't just cast a nobody, even though even though he is known, but he's a nobody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He also might not be able to like voice act if he's a, or he might not be able to really act if he's a voice actor.
That's true. Is it live action?
I suppose it's not, right? Because it's a Mario movie.
Know. I just assumed it wasn't because that would be weird.
Yeah, I guess I assumed it was live action because they got big stars in it.
But I have no idea.
You want people to be able to look at them. I mean,
they had big stars in Emoji Movie.
They did, but...
And, I mean, that was a smash hit.
It was, yeah. Blew away all previous box office records.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, did they have emojis. Boy, was that movie, like, the most cynical idea that's ever been put to film? The kids like emojis. We'll put emojis in the movie.
Yeah.
All my niece and nephew send me are emojis.
Mm. James Cameron Clark. It's animated. Jack Black as Bowser. I can see going very well.
I mean, Jack Black as anything fun is always a good pick.
Daniel Bayer. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong is great, though. Well, just see what happens. I'm sure it will be bad.
I don't know if I've ever really enjoyed Seth Rogen in anything. I'm trying to think.
Freaks and Geeks. Go way back.
That's true. I mean, he's not even Seth Rogen back then. He didn't have his shtick.
Nope.
What's weird though is he's often not in his movies. He's often like not the dummy. Like he's kind of a cool guy. Like he's kind of the everyman, which is weird because usually comedies work better when you just have clowns.
Yeah.
Like I actually do like the movie. What was the movie with North Korea? With Seth Rogen and James Franco, and for some reason Seth Rogen is like the normal, clever, smart guy, and then James Franco is the idiot. But I almost feel like it would have worked better if they were both idiots.
Bah. That's what I think.
King Gamer. What's the best Marine chapter, and why is it Dark Angels? It's Black Templar.
There you go.
Ashton Knight. What orc clan culture are you? Orc. I'm playing them as greenskins.
A little derogatory, but that's okay.
And I'll be using whatever rules are best.
Whoa. So cheating.
Joaquin Costa. Dark Angels are great because redacted. Because the Dark Angels are heretics.
Mattis, he's just Will Ferrell, just high. Both idiot actors.
I know, but Will Ferrell is a absolute clown in his movies. So like it's the jokes and the laughs are always at his expense, which kind of makes him feel a little bit more endearing than when not James Franco, when Seth Rogen tries to act like the cool guy. I kind of like Step Brothers, Anchorman. Although Anchorman's not my favorite, but I still think it's pretty funny. Talladega Nights is awesome.
It is really good.
Baby Jesus is my favorite Jesus. I only want to watch it. Well, it's been 3 days and I've already broken the nozzle on my airbrush. Don't tighten too much. Lesson learned. Yep.
Yep. It's a rough one.
Kino Kanata. So when will Games Workshop release the Beast Box set, including a Prime Orc model? What's a Prime Orc? You mean a Krork? Didn't they come out? Haven't they released the Beast Naga separately? Or are they still not?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore.
They come out with a lot of stuff.
Jacob Wilcox. Hey guys, I'm starting a Dark Souls themed SE army. SE. Soul by Gravelord. Space. SE. Am I a dummy? Which one is SE?
Stormcast Eternals.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. Stormcast Eternals army. Good old acronym.
Well, good old acronyms for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
We're not too familiar with those. Or any in general. LOL.
So Dark Souls themed, Stormcast Eternal army, and I'm painting most of my battle line like Black Knights. Past that, I'm looking for conversion ideas. Oh god, I don't know. I don't know that much about Dark Souls. I've painted some of the models for the miniatures game. It seems like if you paint it black and then dry brush a little silver, you're like 90% of the way there to what everything looks like in that game. But yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I would say probably try to keep things dark, but then you want lots of contrast. So you want your darkest darks to be black, and you want your lightest lights to be white.
And don't forget the soul.
Use white sparingly.
You need to have as much soul in there as possible.
Yeah. But the souls should be pretty dark.
Mm-hmm. We're very funny. Icon the 7. How long does it usually take to paint a model? To paint a model?
A long time. I don't know. I feel like a really good quick paint job would be 2 hours. And the longest, usually at about 10 hours, I am done wanting to paint a model. So usually I don't let them take any longer than that. But that's like if I'm going for my best possible quality on kind of a large model.
Mm-hmm. So you hate these models right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're just about done.
This is true. Squirtle Ninja tips. I've never applied pigment powder like that before. Does it look that intense when it dries, or does it end up looking dusty and crusty?
No, it'll look dusty and crusty, and you can still wipe it away. So I'm applying it like this so that it gets into every single nook and cranny of the wheels, and then once it dries, I'll be able to knock off a lot of it. But it'll definitely look a lot heavier than when I just apply it to bare plastic and paint.
There you have it.
Calzroke, I got to ride a horse today. Hopefully subconsciously increasing my white scars painting skills. Nice. Till you die from it, I'd be scared to lay down a yellow like that. Well, the nice thing about pigments is they don't really stain. Like, if I really thought that this just ruined it, I could probably run these under the sink and just get rid of almost all of the pigment powder.
Mm.
George Gajardo, feedback request are Serrano peppers, the devil's dingleberries, or are you wrong?
I'm wrong. I'll be wrong.
Matthew S. Yeah, you always know it's close when Jay breaks out the pigments. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Meyer, how goes the Stormcast? Any new units yet? Well, I might have finished some of the models I have, but that may or may not be in an upcoming video. I don't know what I would add. I could probably use just more normal Stormcast Spearmen. Ooh, and I definitely want to get either the Archer or the Chariot, and probably both. Ashton Knight, do you use shade paint or do you just layer shades? Both. Yeah, I use a lot of washes, and I also layer up my paints with highlight glazes. But I try to cut corners as much as possible. Like the ORK or the ORK bikes are mostly just metal with different colors of metal painted on, and then washed and dry brushed, so super easy. But then on the orcs, I went very carefully and I applied the greens and layered them up nicely. Mm-hmm. So I cut the corners on the bikes, and then I did a really good job on the orcs.
Joaquin Costa, do you put exhaust burns on your vehicles?
Nah, I've done it a little bit in the past, but not really. Usually that exhaust burn is actually like applied like they make mufflers and stuff and exhaust pipes that like are designed to do that. Usually that's not like a real thing you see on real vehicles. But sometimes it can be a neat look. But often also in terms of scale, Like, that really cool 2 inches of, like, heat bluing you see on a tailpipe is really hard to translate to a model that's 2 inches long to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Manico Jones, I'm over here cleaning forge rolled resin on a Friday night. Wild, man. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Very wild.
Howdy-doo. Big crowd today. Neat. How many dislikes do we have?
22.
Oh my god. Come on now. Everybody, pause the Chumbawamba, pause whatever video game you're playing, put the miniatures down, leave a dislike.
Yeah, what are we doing here, folks?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Jay this mad since the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, this is wild. He really, really raised his voice. Did you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Are we all scared now? I'm scared.
I got my secret weapon pigment. This stuff's worth its weight in gold, since a secret weapon is no longer in business.
Actually, I don't know. Can we announce it here? We bought them. $45. We bought the whole company.
Mm-hmm, absolutely, that is true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, really got it for a steal.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, $45.
Yeah.
That's what I said when we got it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just that excited. I have a burp water.
Ooh.
I think I've opened it before the stream because I was just too excited because I haven't had one since, I don't know, last week at this time.
I had a burp water with dinner, so I don't deserve another one.
Mm-hmm. Hell, I think I deserve another. Even after this stream, before the Patreon only stream, I might even.
Oh my goodness. So decadent.
I know. I'm wealthy.
Well, yeah, I mean, we own Secret Weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they did so well before.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Captain Fry 24, free pigments for patrons, am I right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Georgie Dardo, don't tell me what I have to do with my Chumbawamba.
Well, turn it off.
Doing a little rust. Like one of my favorite maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, got a little bit of rust on his pants. But you know what? Maybe his pants are rusty.
Mattis, it's kind of a bad business practice that enabled Nick and Jay to be able to buy them. Yeah. Been saying that for years.
No, yeah, they always say if EonsOfBattle buys you, you had bad policies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not good.
Bap.
There we go.
Georgie Dardo, disliked until Nick gets more screen time. You know, he's only allowed 10 minutes of screen time every couple of months.
Mm-hmm. Although, we have a Patreon exclusive episode coming out tomorrow, and I'm in it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to see that you got to join the Patreon.
Yeah. Daniel Bear, 1v1 me on Rust, bitch. Yeah. Got a good old Rust. I remember one time I was 1v1ing somebody on Rust, and they threw a sticky grenade just randomly over the map, and it flew all the way over the big tower on Rust, and then it stuck right on my foot. And then what's great is the grenade goes off like 3 seconds after it sticks to you, so I just had to stand there and be like, yep. yeah, if we had been streamers back in the day, well, we would have gone viral.
Tristan Lee, does that mean you'll be purchasing Games Workshop soon?
Yes. Yeah. That's the next acquisition.
Yeah, we have some sort of a deal kind of going on. We can't really talk about it. Obviously, we signed an NDA. That's funny because there's all this stuff about NDAs floating around. But yeah, it's close though. We're about to. Till you die from it. Does EonsOfBattle have a TikTok? Yes. And we have one that did well. One TikTok did well.
It's me dancing.
Teenage Mutant. Yeah, yeah, twerking specifically. Yeah, really throwing it back. It's kind of wild. What do you think the first change that we're gonna make to Games Workshop is when we take control?
It's only an STL company now. Because I mean, we all know they would make bank if they sold STLs. I mean, what do you think? They're gonna make more money selling really expensive miniatures or a couple of cents STLs?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what do you think is a bigger group of people? People who like hobbying and like 3D printing, or people who like hobbying?
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
Average Mini Painter. I remember from like 2 streams ago, I said I was doing a 6-player kill team game. Yeah, so I was ganged up on by 3 armies, and was the first to go. Yeah. Usually with group or with big battles like that, it's really hard for no one to get ganged up on. Like, it almost has to happen.
Yeah.
You'll just get unlucky with positioning, or something will happen, and.
Yeah, and then we did. I mean, you have 6 people. You could do, you could do 3 1v1s. Which because we have 4 people.
Yeah.
And we've switched to doing 2 1v1s, and that works pretty well.
Yeah, it does.
And then essentially you create like a little tournament. And you get to find out who the ultimate winner is and the ultimate loser.
And it's going to be me. Because I won my game. And I'm going to beat Sean, who won his game.
There you go. Sean's a power player, though. Sean's won every game of Kill Team 2 he's played. All 2 of them.
Yeah. Internet man. 3D printing will kill Games Workshop. Yeah, it will.
Joaquin Costa, is the varnish going to seal the pigment powder on these models?
A little bit. I'll probably dust it with some matte varnish.
Matthew Varnish. Our old friend.
Fry24, airbrushing is a pain. Airbrushing is a little bit of a pain, but I like it. Because it does let you get results really, really quickly that you really couldn't get with a brush, or it would just be unbelievably hard to do it with a brush.
What you really need is you do the airbrushing, and then you have another person that cleans the airbrush, maintains the airbrush, puts the new paints in the airbrush, and then you just paint with it. That's what you really need.
So right now I'm just using a dry brush to knock off some of the pigments I just applied. And then I think I'll do a few wipes with a damp brush, and the damp brush will knock the pigments off of panels and flat areas to bring back a little bit of that chrominess. Oops, got a lot of pigments on this guy's orc body, but that's okay. Because pigments are pretty forgiving.
Cthulhu73, I have a newbie painter's tale of woe for you on the Patreon stream later.
Ah, nice.
You
Who
hear,
says we're
folks?
doing a Patreon-only stream later? We do.
Yeah, we do. We're going to.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And those streams are really fun because you can actually call in and chat with us.
Oh, and we chit and we chat. It's
yeah.
epic. It reminds me a lot of spending time at the Warhammer store, just sitting and painting in the poor lighting with those geeks, with a gaggle of geeks.
Gaggle of geeks. Wow. Wait a second. So you're telling me that you get a Patreon-only stream and one extra video a week on the Patreon?
Yeah.
Because that sounds pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like some real value.
Wow. And you get to choose the next models on stream?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And then if you pay a little bit more money, you get STLs that you can use with your 3D printer. So besides crushing Games Workshop, you can 3D print your own terrain? That's pretty cool.
There's actually a poll right now picking the model that I'll paint after these orcs.
This is true. Yep.
Cthulhu 73 tips. Come on, guys, I'm shilling.
Shill, shill, shill. Ah, what a world. Till You Die From It is Nick your sugar daddy. We actually both each have separate sugar daddies that are also in a relationship together.
Yes.
It's kind of wild. Yeah.
Shut up. But wait, there's more? If you become a patron right now, you get access to all of the Patreon stuff.
Whoa, what? That's wild. Miami Jules? Lol. How does this dude find the time? I'm serious, considering some expansion of space and time the way my days fly by. Yeah. It is a lot of stuff.
Tristan Lee, Nick, stop. Stop it, Nick. You're making me want to sign up.
Oh, no.
Daniel Bear, I went into the games shop with my girlfriend and the whole store of 15 sweaty nerds fell silent. Yep.
That's a Chad move right there. I didn't even know girls were allowed in Warhammer stores.
Not until very recently.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a new change that they're trying out.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're gonna try it out for a few months and then they're gonna go back to no girls allowed. As it should be, am I right?
Wow. What a wild world.
James Cameron Clark. Girlfriend? Miami Jules. Aw, they allow chicks? Never mind.
That's fun. Manticore Jones. Shit, I once got tabled by a girl with custodies. It was brutal. Then she slapped you afterwards. Till You Die From It. I hope you keep it up and stay positive. I can say we can do one or the other.
Yeah.
So, since you tipped, you can choose which one.
So now I'm wiping the wheels down with water to knock off a fair amount of the pigments. And so the stuff that's really kind of in the cracks should be the only stuff that stays. I want to play Custodies because they seem really cool and you don't need that much stuff.
Yeah, that helps. So you dive but keep it up for sure. Rock solid. All right. So we're going to be bitter now from now on.
Negativity. I don't like the whatever it is. Whatever
Game
the
Shop
thing
ruined
was.
whatever they ruined.
Whatever's the thing you like, I don't like it. It's bad. Internet man, hey Jay, are you gonna get the Imperial Fist Praetor and make it a Templar? Praetor? Oh, the Praetors are Terminator like sergeants, right? I mean, probably not, because Forge World is bonkers expensive. I know. The only thing I mean, for my Black Templar, I kind of do want to get some of the cool Forge World dreadnoughts, but they're also very expensive. And I know Forge World also sells the original Black Templar, Sigismund, but he looks kind of bad, so I don't really want him. I think he was one of the earlier characters in the character series, and I think it shows. He's also like $75, which is insane. Georgie Shahardo tips: consult a physician if you keep it up for more than 4 hours. Matt S. Watch everyone lose their shit by tabling the girl by sweeping all of the models off the table and doing a movie scene in the play area. Yeah.
There you go.
Matthew S. 12 custody models equals 2,000 points. Dream Shards. How many custodies make up a kill team? I don't play the game. I just paint the models. 4. Or 2 custodies and 5 Sisters of Silence. But yeah, apparently custodies can do some bonkers stuff in kill team. They get 4 activation, which means they get to do 4 things a turn. And they can double up on actions. Usually you can only do an action once per activation phase. You can move, you can shoot, you can dash, you can claim objectives.
That's a lot of things to do.
Internet man, Jay, try out the Custodies plus Sisters of Silence combo for kill team. Oh, I will. I will. And no one can stop me.
Money can.
Yeah, or just not playing me. That would also stop me. Being like, no.
I refuse to play you if you're gonna play those armies.
You silly libertarian. The dreadnought, the Forge World dreadnoughts to go with your other 10 dreadnoughts? Yes.
Yeah. How many more dreadnoughts are you gonna get? At least one more,
100.
Right?
Maybe I'll paint the other dreadnought on stream, and it'll be the very first vehicle I paint on stream.
Ah, that's a fun idea. Vampy in Kill Team, can you use Astartes Terminators?
No. Yeah, no Terminators. Basically, no elite units. Actually, not basically. No elite units. Except
so
Scouts.
They just took the
so I guess I'm wrong. Scouts are technically an elite choice now. But they've forever until now always been troop choices.
So what you're saying is Games Workshop is taking away your creativity?
Yes.
That makes sense. GeForce member 45, but you're painting a vehicle right now.
Technically, that's true. Although these are a fast attack choice.
They're not a real
I guess I would say
vehicle.
like a vehicle is like everybody goes inside of it.
Mm-hmm. And bigger.
Tristan Lee, I'll paint a dreadnought, and it'll be the first vehicle. Oh yeah, yeah. These bikers are they are on vehicles, but Brian Nelson. Wait, scouts are now elites. How can they be the newest member of the chapter and also be elites? Well, elite is not elite like anymore in 40K. Elite is now just a catch-all term for something that doesn't quite fit into heavy support, fast attack, troop, transports, Lord of War. Although, really, some stuff would fit really well into those categories and just aren't. Like, I feel like Necron Tombstalkers would work really, really well. Or, not Tombstalkers. Praetorian... Triarch Stalkers would really be nice to have in the heavy sports section, but they're not. They're an elite choice, even though they're just a big old vehicle that shoots. You know, like something that would be in a heavy sport choice. Like, I almost feel like they should make a new category called like auxiliary or something that just is anything, and you can bring 3 of them or something, as opposed to everything being an elite choice. Because I feel like an elite is your HQ's bodyguards and your special infantry, like snipers or grenadiers. That's an elite to me. Not everything.
Mm-hmm. BJ McMurray, Army Painter Black Primer is so glossy, but it does go on really smooth.
I think if you're rattle canning, just get a regular rattle can from the Walmart or from the home store, because I think it's all the same. The only thing I'd say is maybe if you're having trouble with whites, because whites tend to be tricky with spray paints, maybe get a high quality white. Although I would still argue, if you go to like a real art store like a Dick Blick or something, and you buy a really like one of those white spray paints from the cage that you have to ask them to unlock for you, I bet those would work better than like Army Painter white spray.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what magical miniature painting technologies do they really put in the rattle cans?
They put like a marble in there.
They all have all spray paints have marbles in them.
Yeah, but they have a special one.
It's a special marble. It's a D20 in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Colin Seger, since the Wookiee warriors in the new set of Star Wars Legion stuff can be used as rebels, are you thinking of picking them up? Probably. Although they seem very Kashyyyk. So I'm actually a little bit interested in the old ones, because the old ones have the weird Wookiee swords that we saw in the Star Wars Expanded Universe. And so I might just get those miniatures, but run them with the new rules.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends. It also seems though that because the Wookiees have apparently been really bad in Star Wars Legion because they're melee. And melee is not really a thing in Star Wars Legion. Like, you definitely do it, but you really want to be shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not a shooty thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now they are a shooty thing, because they have lots of shooty guns. So, we'll see. We'll see. VMP, I need more Agrax Earthshade. Yep, me too. Actually, I don't need more Agrax Earthshade, but I do need more Null Oil.
Mm-hmm. Antonio, if you want a white paint, I would recommend Army Painter. It's perfect as long as you hate happiness and love suffering.
I know a friend of
There you
mine
go.
bought the Games Workshop white spray paint for his Tyranids, and he sprayed it, and it was crappy. It created a texture.
Mm-hmm.
Joaquin Casa, universe with lightsabers has bad melee. Well, yeah, lightsaber wielding people destroy in melee, but like stormtroopers don't.
Mm-hmm.
You say libertarian. Wookie upside down is Mookie. Man, it's not the paint, it's the humidity when he was painting. I mean, it might be, but I use black spray paint all the time, and I don't think I've ever once had a problem with black spray paint. I've had tons of problems with light color and white spray paints. It seems like there's something about white paint that is really, really susceptible. But I'm pretty sure, like, we weren't spraying on an awful day.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely weren't spraying in direct sunlight. But yeah, black spray paint seems very, very forgiving. White spray paint does not.
Mm-hmm.
Vampy, as someone who has painted around 1,000 points of white scars, I can say that I hate my choice and I wish I picked Dark Angels. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Manicore Jones, also white paint has more pigment than other colors. Yeah, makes sense, which makes it chalky. GeForce Member 45. The pigment of white paint is really sensitive. Okay, nobody make fun of white paint. It's very sensitive.
Yeah, jeez.
The black paint seems to come out more glossy in high humidities. Interesting. James Cameron Clark, my Marines are Black Templars, and the sisters I'll be painting white. I'm a glutton for punishment. Yeah. I'm planning on painting up some Sisters of Battle, and I just ordered some Scale 75, their version of contrast paints. I think it's called Instant Paint, or Instant Pigments. But they're $5 instead of $8, which is really what sold me. But I just got a few colors. I think I'm going to go with light blue-gray and purple. And I'll probably have another spot color, but I don't know what yet.
Orange.
Probably not.
Blue.
Maybe.
Manticore Jones. White paint is a nerd. Everyone laugh at it.
Yeah. Take that, white paints.
Mm-hmm. Daniel Baer, Jay, the new Necron model. Disregard the Space Marine that's standing on it.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't think I'm planning on spending over $150 on Games Workshop stuff.
What about your Karajan Overlords?
Oh, that's true. Although I'm probably not going to buy that from Games Workshop Direct. In fact, I will not be buying that from Games Workshop Direct.
Well, there you go.
Maybe if the Black Templar Army box comes out in time, and we are going to be getting that $16 that we have to spend from Games Workshop.
This is true.
So maybe that's the way.
Mm-hmm. When does that
cool
stop?
Model,
when does that thing stop?
I don't know.
I'm gonna find out right
Probably
now.
as soon as the second they run out of the miniature tomorrow is when they'll stop.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm kind of surprised. So this is for their millionth online order. Maybe I'm just a dummy, but I mean they've been selling online for like 25 years.
It ends September 28th. It's also $240. I don't know where.
Oh, is
it
really?
Was less.
Are you sure
Yeah.
Are you sure you have it in the right country?
I think I do. Yeah.
I thought it was 150.
I thought so too.
Yeah, over 200 is insanity. I mean, it's a nice little bonus if you happen to spend that much, but I definitely wouldn't make it a target goal to get it. It's also just kind of a regular Space Marine.
There we go. It's 150 pounds.
150
so
pounds.
We weren't paying attention.
Okay. So 150 fake British dollary dues.
Yeah. You nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense now.
Mm-hmm.
I hope somebody sells. I mean, people are gonna be selling these online for an insane amount of money.
Yeah. Monitor. 1 millionth customer, not 1 millionth online order. Okay, that makes more sense, because I was about to say that doesn't seem that good.
Mm-hmm. So 1 millionth individual customer. How do they? I guess
accounts.
But don't they have guests? Don't they have guest accounts? Like you don't have to.
Yeah, maybe they're counting guest accounts
repeats?
too.
Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, they clearly have been planning that. I wouldn't be surprised if they fudged it, because they produced a miniature, which apparently takes 2 years. So clearly, they knew this was planned.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't mind at all though, because it's just a regular Space Marine. Like, it's not some really cool thing everyone's gonna want, and it's gonna be really sad when it disappears forever.
This is also true.
Manicore Jones, they're tracking those IPs. Monitor. Best games are paint is either contrast black or contrast white. Those are definitely solid contenders. Love those colors.
And the reason why Monitor said that is because Vampy asked, "What's everyone's favorite Citadel paint?"
Lead Belcher's very good. Oh no, I mean, I don't know if I had to give up all Games Workshop paints except one, I think I'd have to keep Null Oil. Just a really nice black wash that dries quick and really matte.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a paint I have not found another from a company that's equal to or better than. Like I like Army Painter washes. I think it's a great way to pick up washes for every color really cheaply, but not as good as Games Workshop. I also try Glossy, which is not my favorite.
Monitor Dang coming in with the wash out of left field. Captain Fry 24, which paint tastes the best? Agrax
good
Shade.
question. Probably Agrax.
Monitor Cadmium Yellow. The cancer makes your tongue tingle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a good pick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, really good. I know. I have some Vallejo paints that have cadmium in it. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
They're old. It says on the bottle to not airbrush them. It's kind of fun.
Don't airbrush or you die.
Mm-hmm. Victor Hugo Bittencourt Silva. IDK about the taste, but the Scale 75 Instant Colors smell really nice.
I have the whole range, the full range. Holy cow! Isn't that a lot of paints? I was looking at those, and I was really unhappy with their selection of
Yellows.
Yes, of
Greens.
Hitler orc busts. Isn't that wild though? Good old other countries and yeah. But I was really unhappy with the way that they bundled their Insta colors was like all 8 greens, and I'm like, I don't even know if I want one green. Don't you have just like a primary set? Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Hugo Bittencourt Silva. Yeah, they have a ton of colors that look similar. Yeah, and that I don't like that, because then I just have more paint that I spent more money on, taking up more room. Like, I don't need that many colors. But I can't really turn a blue into a green. But I can turn a green into a slightly darker green, or a bluer green, without really any effort. So I don't need a lot of little different colors. I just need the normal ones. So, but luckily they do sell them individually. $5, which is fine. It's $1 more than like a good price of a normal paint, which is like $4. Really, a good price would be $3, but
Really, a good price would be free.
yeah, there you go. I think I got an off-white, because I'm always trying out tans, because I need a tan replacement. I got purple. I got dark blue-gray, yellow, and green. Because you can't turn blue into green, just add yellow. Well,
Wait a second. You can mix colors together to get other colors?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Element Air TV, besides green, what color do you think would look good for orcs? Blue.
Gray looks really cool, actually. I've seen some people do gray skinned orcs. Actually looks kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like any big, bold color would work really nice for orc skin, as long as you just stick with it. Purple would make for some wild orcs. Red would make for some really cool Hellboy-looking orcs.
Mm-hmm. You give them some horns, that'd be fun if they're red.
Yeah. GeForce Member 45. Purple. You'll never see him coming. Yeah, because that's the sneaky orc color. You get it.
Sneaky.
You get it.
Do
you get it?
I get it.
I don't think you get it.
I don't get it. I don't know. I don't even know where I am right now. Vampy, make orcs human colored.
Oh my god. You know what? I bet that'd be a really interesting look.
Flesh. Has anyone done an army of like different flesh skin toned orcs?
If not, you're repainting your whole army, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna let this idea pass you by. Setsuna, blue skin looks great. I bet.
Somebody did them in like tan, and then it looks great. Like it looks really good in tan. It kind of looks like it's like an orangey tan. It kind of looks like the Hobgrots from Age of Sigmar. Yeah, some people tried. Doesn't always work out.
You know what I think I'll do with my last 5 minutes is I'll break out my silveriest silver paint, and I'll do a little bit of sponging. Right? Have I knocked off all the... Yeah, I've knocked off the pigments pretty good. Where is my silver paint? Is it in front of me? It's usually in front of me. Yeah, there it is. Captain Fry 24, it's time to give my airbrushes a good old deep clean. Every now and then, I'll be a really good airbrush owner, and I'll give them a nice deep clean after I've used them. And I'm like, yeah, look at me go. I'll do that like, once every 10th use of the airbrush.
Mm-hmm. Setsuna Senpai. Blue skins look great. I know. I've been saying that for years. Lazy Bum, is Nick gonna add that big vulture boss dude to his orc army? Not for that much money. Maybe in the future. I don't know. I really like it. I think it's really, really cool.
Oops, I just got metal all over his bone horns.
Bone horns. I'll probably get the Marshcrawler Slogoth or whatever it's called. I'm pretty sure that's pretty close. I'll probably get that before I. That's probably my next purchase, just because I love that model. I hope it's horrible in game.
Mm-hmm. I hope so too.
There's someone on Instagram. They had all of the new orc stuff, even like the crocodile guy, and they had the vulture, I think, and or maybe the vulture isn't out yet, or maybe they got it early. I don't know, but they did not have the the creepy man, the Slogoth.
Wouldn't it be funny if no one likes that model but you?
I kind of feel like that might be the case. It seems like nobody talks about it. I think it's a great model. I think it's my favorite one. I hope they come out with more creepy men with that hold up men, little goblin men, little grot men. There's a couple people that are doing like orcs with different weird skin tones. This one's yellow, straight up yellow.
And people love orcs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice quick way to make your orcs very unique.
This is true. Medicare Jones, quality creepy man for sure. Yes, that's why I like him. Man, he's $55, which is crazy that the crocodile guys. Oh, and he also had a comparison between how big everything is. And the crocodile guy is, I don't know, maybe. I don't know, 1.5 times bigger than the Killaboss on Great Nashtooth.
And that model's not small.
Yeah, it's way bigger. Well, it's like 1.5 times bigger. But yeah, but he didn't have the Slogoth to compare everything to.
That Slogoth, it's like no one knows how big that thing is.
I know. Yeah, pretty wild.
What this stippling is doing is it's being like all the little spots that have gotten smacked and damaged on these bikers. And I think it's actually looking really nice. I think this is definitely. I mean, I'll definitely be doing the same sort of thing when I do my other orc vehicles, like my kill rig and buggies.
Mm-hmm. Marshcrawler Slogoth. I'm looking at it right now. Actually, we do know how big it is because they have a Cruel Boy right next to it. In one of the photos. It's bigger than a Cruel Boy. That's how big it is. Although it seems like the photos are in 2 different perspectives. Because it's not real. They lied with Photoshop like a liar.
James Rojas, should I take the Black Magic Crafts tip and use tweezers plus rubber bands to hold the sponge? Yeah, that works really well. I didn't know that was Black Magic Crafts tip.
I didn't know that either.
I thought I came up with that.
I didn't do that.
Or I thought anybody who had tweezers and a rubber band came up with that.
Yeah.
I know they also make like reverse tweezers that pinch instead of pull apart. Although I
own
wonder
that
what the strength of those is, because you kind of do want a good grip on the sponge.
Speaking of getting a grip, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you know what that means?
Take one last look at these orcs, because next stream I'll be painting something else. And it's something else that the patrons will decide. The patrons over at Patreon will decide.
This is true. So if you want to decide, you got to jump over there.
Yeah.
And there's one winning that I didn't even know.
I was pretty surprised too.
It's
Because
wild.
we always say when we're taking photos and picking models, we're like, these are the 3 that we're going to put up, but this is the one that'll win.
Yep.
And we're usually wrong.
Yep. We usually are. And speaking of usually wrong, we're going to be switching over to our Patreon only stream in a couple of minutes. So you got to join us. You got to join Patreon for that, and it's a hobby hangout stream. You can talk to us with your voice. It's wild. But we'll be back with another normal stream that's just a little bit longer tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central.
Go watch all the videos this week. It's 2 videos talking about making fun of all the Age of Sigmar models.
This is true, and we have a Patreon video.
Yeah.
On Saturday. It's why there's so many videos.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.